Pencil's down. That's it.
What?
Pencil's fucking down.
I was in the middle of a sound check.
It doesn't matter.
You know,
That's how it is.
Wow.
There's 20,000 people marching for fucking freedom right now.
Wow.
Is that what we got in Hollywood Boulevard right now?
It's great. Currently, as we're recording this ramble, what number?
236.
236. There are 20,000 people on Hollywood Boulevard right now. And we're doing our civic duty by recording a ramble. We're not
joining.
We're not at the protest.
Joining.
We should. We should be doing it from there.
Tracy would kill you, though.
Well, right now, because she's immune compromised, so I can't. I can't
go get COVID.
I can't go get down in big groups of people.
Right,
like that.
right. And then in a few days, we're going to go see Andrea's parents, who are in their 70s.
Right.
So that's my only. I mean, we've been donating money, but to that link that Cody sent, which is great.
Yeah.
But we've been donating money, which I feel good
You know that
about.
just goes right to his personal bank account, right?
Cody, is that the link you sent?
Oh, my Venmo?
God damn it. No wonder. Jesus, all these people are Black Lives Matter.
How much money did you send Cody?
Like $8,000.
Oh, fuck, dude.
He's just got.
That's just his Venmo account.
He's just got new Mondo poster after Mondo poster after.
Oh, my God.
I blew it. Honey, we fucked. She's in the shower.
Well, don't tell her. She'll just get pissed at you.
I know.
Let her think she did a good thing.
That hurts. Do y'all hear that? Does everybody at home hear that?
Oh, it's back. How long has it been gone?
Like 3 or 4 weeks.
It's been almost a month since we've seen the mandolin.
And I don't even know if I got this song down yet.
Wow.
But I was
That's
so
ballsy
desperate
of you.
to hit this tune, Annie. Should I just go ahead and hit it?
Hit the tune, Annie.
Okay. All right, you got to tell me what game, what level or area in the game. Hold on, make sure we're recording. Oh, we're golden.
Yeah.
Right, you ready?
Thank God.
You ready?
You said pencils down.
I know. I would have really fucked it up.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Dude.
What was that?
Crushed it.
Thank you. I
Crushed
tried.
it.
I've been practicing.
Crushed it.
That was the first time I didn't have to do oh shit.
Yeah. Crushed. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for an oh shit.
Cody, did you recognize what song from a game that was?
I did not,
Eddie.
unfortunately.
No. It sounds familiar, but I don't know. Is it a tough one?
No. Nah.
It sounds kind of familiar, but.
Anyway, so just email us, ramble@theramblepod.com. Subject line, hit that tune, Annie. Right?
Yeah.
And then you tell us where it was.
All right, we were going to talk about this before the podcast, but we decided to roll the podcast.
Yeah.
Who gets more action, the mandolin player
Yes, okay.
or the guitar player?
Oh, my God.
You walk into a bar.
Ooh, if you can rock out either one.
Say you're at a
pussy?
college party, like a
Yes,
frat house.
Sure.
And they got the keg there, and
Yeah.
everyone's in their flannels and their khaki shorts.
Right.
And you're just like duding it up, just bros everywhere.
Wow.
And you pull out a mandolin
Okay.
or a guitar.
Shit.
Who pulls the puss that night?
I'm going to say, you know why I say mandolin? Because if you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
I think you could better play songs that are recognizable to the masses.
Right. As
On
opposed to a
mandolin,
guitar.
As opposed to a guitar. I mean, what? But what if you walk in
Yeah.
on a guitar?
Uh-huh.
Cody, I want your opinion on this, okay?
Yeah.
You walk in.
Yeah.
You're, let's just say it, Eddie, up in the club
Okay. Yeah.
with a guitar.
Right. Okay.
And you plug it into the club's PA system.
Right.
Now, okay, here's what it just depends. Like, let's say I go into a club
Uh-huh.
and I plug in my mandolin.
Right.
And I launch into Zeppelin's The Battle of Evermore.
Right.
I get zero puss.
Oh, yeah.
No pussy.
No puss at all.
But if you walk in with a guitar and you just go bump, bump, ba-da, you just start
yeah.
doing 1999,
Yeah.
that's over.
No,
right?
because what happens is the club starts filling up with liquid because that's all the girls just getting
Jizzing,
wet.
just jizzing.
They're all getting wet, and it's overflowing the club, and everyone drowns.
They're just lady jizzing everywhere.
lady
Bum,
jizz
bum,
with you and your guitar.
bum, bum, bum. Could you play a guitar? Would you want to learn? Would you want?
Would you want to put in that kind of time? The time it would take to learn a guitar, would it be worth it?
Well, I think
after you learned how to play
Cody,
it?
can you play a piano?
No, I want to learn, but I cannot currently play it.
So that would be the best of both worlds for you, right, Cody? If you learned a piano, and now that you already know how to play guitar, you just mix them, right?
Man, no. I can't imagine a guitar ever being cool in any context.
Not even what I just said. You just launch into 1999.
But just like around a campfire, and you just pull out like an acoustic guitar, and you just start fucking hitting them ivories.
Plastic thing.
Then plastic ivories.
Plastic ivories.
I mean, you don't think you just get like...
What is a guitar for? Do you know if the neck does anything? Or is it just to look cool playing a keyboard?
I think it just completes the guitar part of the guitar.
I mean, does that neck... Cody, do you have any info on this? Do you know anything about this?
I don't, but I can't imagine that it's anything different than just a keyboard you can play standing up.
Now, is there
like holding
on the neck of the guitar? Is there like buttons like pedals on a piano?
That's what it has to be,
right?
Or is it just buttons to make the dog barking? Is it just so you can go
or the police siren?
Is that it?
Or the laser gun?
Like, is that it?
Yeah, I think so. There's like I'm looking at a picture of one right now.
Yeah.
There's
or are you looking at yours?
Cody's looking at his. Don't lie.
Looking at his guitar in the corner.
No, Eddie. I pulled one up on the internet website, Google. You know, there's let's see. There's sustain. There's up and down an octave. There's like moving the keyboard zones. So like if you want to play higher notes, you press
because
a button to move it up.
It doesn't have the
It's
full
not
range of
88.
keys.
See,
so
okay.
You're okay. Now this is a.
But how much puss do you get if you walk in with an 88 key guitar? If you have a guitar that has all, you can just sit there.
And you just start rocking "Rock Me Amadeus" on a guitar.
Imagine the guy trying to carry
"Rock Me Amadeus,"
an 88 key guitar.
Rock Me Amadeus,
man.
Rock me Amadeus, Amadeus,
Amadeus.
Amadeus.
So Cody, would you learn to play if you could the guitar?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. So who do you think gets the most puss then? You walk into a pub, and you whip out a mandolin or a guitar. Who do you think? I think the mandolin wins there, because again, you could play more recognizable songs with the mandolin.
Yeah, but if you can jam out on a guitar,
that's
if
crazy.
you can blow the room away on a guitar,
that is crazy. That would be if you do.
If
Flight
the
of the
guitar
Bumblebee
has
on a
like.
guitar?
If the guitar has like drum beat presets, then I think maybe.
Oh, Cody just brings a real.
It's kind of like
the trump card.
It's kind of like
ace in the hole.
It's like that scene from Tombstone when Johnny Ringo is doing the gun twirling, right?
Yes.
He's got the mandolin. Everyone knows what to expect. But then Doc Holliday whips out and starts doing all the tricks with a cup.
That's the guitar.
That blows everybody away because everybody's looking at the cup.
What
Like,
the
what's the guy with the fucking cup? And then
Right.
he does all the same gun tricks with the
true.
fucking cup. And you're like, this guy's the fucking king of the ball.
That's the man.
You
That's
do that.
the man.
That's the guitar.
You're right there. You're not wrong there.
Because no one's expecting anything out of the guy with the guitar.
No, I think you're absolutely right on that.
You're like, the mandolin guy's going to blow this dude away. And then the guitar just blows everything.
Smashes.
Yeah.
I think Eddie's right. I think the guitar, especially Cody,
I think the risk is higher with the guitar, but the reward is greater.
It's greater. And Cody said if you have it rigged to have a drum beat, forget it.
Fuck it off.
That's it.
Because then you're all solo.
You're having so much sex that night, you probably won't have sex again for a long time.
Your dick is going to be bruised.
You're done.
But
you'll be lost interest.
You think about this though.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the guy who fucks it up with the guitar that has a drum beat preset.
Ooh.
That's a rough one.
That's what I said. High risk, high reward.
But I think it's even a bigger risk. It's less of a risk if you have the drum kit built into it.
Yeah.
And I think you really fuck it up if you blow that.
Yes.
You know? So anyway, Ramble at theramblepod.com. Hit that tune, Annie.
Hit that tune, Annie.
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Seconds. All right. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't fuck this up.
Hit that tune, Annie, guys.
I think we're going to, Ray already has it.
Ray already had it.
And he was coming out of
retirement.
retirement.
He had it from the third note.
He was coming out of retirement to like let everybody know what the fuck is up, you know?
I hope he has his pillow by now.
I know. Jeez, it's taking forever. But it is going to Australia.
I know.
And these are tough times.
It is tough times.
So I don't know. All right, let's hit the oof. Cody, I wish you could hear this, man.
Yeah.
All right, sing along if you know the words at home. All right, here we go. I know there's pain. Why do you lock yourself up in these chains? No one can change your life except for you. Don't ever let anyone step all over you. Eddie, come on. Just open your heart and your mind. Is it really fair to feel this way inside? Eddie, this was number 1. Someday somebody's gonna make you want to turn around and say goodbye. Until then, baby, are you gonna let him hold him down and make you cry? Don't you know?
What?
Don't you know? Things can change if you go your way. If you hold on.
I know the
for
song.
one
I just
more
don't know the
day.
lyrics.
Can you hold? What? Bam!
I don't
Here
know
we
the
are.
lyrics.
Number 236. You know the band, the one and only. Andrea had no idea that they were the children of the Mamas and the Papas and the Beach Boys. Wilson Phillips. She didn't know she was
really?
like, what? They were their daughters? Yeah.
I always remember that sketch on SNL when Chris Farley was
Carney. Yeah, I remember that too.
Fuck.
God, that was harsh. Hold on, ain't that half bad of a song?
No, it's good tune.
You know who I kind of had a thing for was Wendy Wilson, the not Carney's sister.
Right.
You know, China, of course, was like the expected hot one.
Yes.
But Wendy Wilson, I think, did it. I had a little crush on her back in the Wilson.
See, it's like
Phillips
the
days.
same thing with Facts of Life with me because everyone's like Blair. I was like Joe.
Right. How could you not be
I know. Joe was the one that got it for me. Joe could have it all day long. Blair,
my
I'm like,
God.
everyone's like, yeah, Blair. I know, but Joe.
I'm with you. And then
And Tootie all day long.
Tootie all day long. But no. The problem was Tootie was too baby faced.
She
You know
was.
what I mean?
She
It's
was.
like you're a pedophile.
Yeah. Joe. Fuck,
Joe.
yeah.
Joe.
She'd
you
throw
knew
you
had
on
been,
the. She'd throw you in the bed and go to work.
Joe's been through some shit.
Yeah, she has.
Right? You could tell Joe had been through
Yeah.
some shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, and I don't know, but I wonder if she went to that boarding school. I get the feeling there was a backstory where Joe like murdered her parents because they were molesting her kid brother or something. You know what I mean? Like that.
Where she was touched.
Or she, right.
Yeah,
That's Joe.
It would work out if of all the girls in the Facts of Life. If you got in that house and you got with any of them,
Right.
they're probably trying to call you the next day.
Yeah.
Joe is gone, and you're
Gone.
wondering what happened,
Gone.
and you're obsessed with her for the rest of your life,
You could never not think about her. The great Nancy McKeon.
and she's blowing you away.
Yes. Yes.
She's like off. She doesn't care about you anymore.
Cody has no reference here. He has no idea what we're talking about. Do you, Cody?
Well, he's dressed like Marla Gibbs, so
I mean, are you talking about Wilson Phillips?
No, Cody. Were you Cody? Was Wilson Phillips? That was probably before your time too, wasn't it?
I mean, that song was not before my time, but I mean, if there's anything else involved, then yeah.
Open your heart and your mind. That's a fucking jam. You know, Michael J. Fox was dating Joe from The Facts of Life for a little bit.
Was
How
he?
about that? Because I remember they were in that movie High School USA. You know, remember that one? Did you ever see
Oh
that one?
yeah.
Joe was in that. Fucking yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
So The Facts of Life was a spin-off from Different Strokes, Cody. Where the
because the housekeeper
Miss Garrett
from
Facts of Life from
Different Strokes moved out and became the headmaster
of a boarding house
or headmistress, I guess you
Yes.
call it, of a brothel.
of a brothel, and it was about these teenage girls.
They, under the guise of it being a boarding house, she really ran a brothel.
Yes, yeah. Kim
of
Fields.
teenage girls.
Kim Fields got Tootie was too baby faced.
Yes, she
when
was too
Kim
young.
Fields got older, she might be the one.
Maybe.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But like, yeah,
No love for Mindy?
nothing for Mindy Cohen.
Nothing in there?
Nothing for Charlotte
Okay,
Ray
Mindy
either.
Cohen or Miss Garrett? Who could have it first?
Fuck Mindy Cohen. Mindy Cohen. Cody, you need to Google all these people. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying everyone here needs to be Googled. But I'm with you. I mean, look, nothing against what's her name, Lisa Wetchell or whatever the fuck the actress who played Blair
No,
was.
Blair. Blair's hot.
Blair was hot,
But
but
Joe
she
did it
wasn't
for me.
Joe.
Joe did it for me.
Nah, Joe was the one, man. She was the whatever. Right. It just
Joe
whatever.
did it for me.
Don't ever let anyone step all over you. Yeah, you see Blair, you're like, yeah, of course, sure, maybe, but nah. All
Joe.
about. You know, I liked the other chick on WKRP more than Lonnie Anderson. The kind of nerdy one I'm talking about? I was more into her.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that weird?
No.
I don't know.
Not at all.
I don't think I'm
Not at
alone
all.
there either. This is perfect.
Like, I was more of a Tina Yothers than Justine. I mean, everybody went to Justine. I was like, what about Tina?
About Tina.
What about Tina Yothers? I mean, I mean, in that household, you go Tina Yothers, Meredith Baxter Burney.
Yes.
Then
Then
Justine.
Justine. Justine Bateman's like Aaron Rodgers, just plummeting in the draft. You know, honestly, I don't. Did Alyssa Milano just ruin everything when she showed up?
Pretty much.
Right?
She came in and she cleared house.
That was it.
She cleared house.
That was LeBron James. You're taking her number one.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was instant love.
Instant.
As soon as she walked, you're like,
never mind. You just forgot
because we're like the same
else.
age, and she came on.
Right.
And you didn't feel dirty about liking it.
Nope. You're like, man.
And you grew up with her.
That was it.
Yeah. That was instant.
it.
That was instant. So it wasn't like Punky Brewster. It was like, this chick's too weird and a little young.
But Punky had, you know what I mean? Punky was definitely up there for the crushes, but not like Alyssa Milano. Not Alyssa Milano.
Fuck, dude.
Fuck Alyssa. I mean, come on. That did it all. That was it. That was it.
Those were the days.
Cody, what was your sitcom?
Small Wonder?
No, right?
That's
that was way
before
before his time. I'm going to say Boy Meets World is Cody's era. Am I right or wrong?
That was slightly before.
Slightly before. Wow. So who was your sitcom? What sitcom were you, grew up with? What was that one?
Gosh,
Like that was current. That wasn't a rerun.
I mean, I watched a lot of like Nickelodeon stuff, so I didn't watch a lot. I mean, I guess a little bit of like Home Improvement.
Sure.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Taylor Thomas.
That's who you wanted, right?
Coming up
JTT.
JTT,
baby.
And oh man, God, did we ever figure out who wins? I know we did Alex Karras versus Dan Dierdorf.
Yes.
What about Webster versus Arnold?
We talked about that.
Did we already?
Long time ago.
Did we figure out?
Because remember, we thought Webster was the same age.
Right.
We thought he was older, but no, he was just a kid.
He literally was a kid. That's right.
We had that whole discussion.
So Arnold would have fucked him up.
Yeah, because we were blown away that Webster was like our age.
Right.
We're like, no way. He was
There's
like,
no way. He was like
40. 18 when he.
Right. I thought he was like 43.
So yeah, now Arnold's gonna fuck him up.
Right.
Because that's basically an adult beating the fuck out of a kid.
Yeah.
Even though they're the same size.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of eerie similarities between Dana Plato and China. Yeah, and right.
Yeah.
I mean, can you see a lot and maybe even what's her face? Miss Elizabeth, Dana Plato, right? I mean, that was a tragic turn, Dana Plato. That was a rough one. That was rough.
Fuck.
She went from all-American little whatever, and then porn, and then died.
Did you ever see a Dana Plato porn?
I never saw. Did you see a Dana?
I
never
didn't.
did.
Was she in porn?
All right.
Did she do porn?
I
know China did.
What if she's alive and she's about to sue us right now because she?
No, she's dead. She died.
You sure?
Yeah, because the only one really survived out of that cast so far is what's his face?
Conrad Bain. He's like
he's immortal.
he's Conrad Bain is like 152 right now.
He's de-aging.
He's like fucking.
Oh, what's the other guy? What's
Lopan in Big Trouble in Little China. I need a bride.
Oh, fuck.
What's
the other guy?
Todd Bridges?
Todd Bridges. He's still alive.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
He had a rough youth, but he came out all right.
He pulled out of it.
God, all right. Here we go. Dude, could she have had it, Dana
Plato back then, yeah.
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 Cody, do you mind if we get dark here?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, Dana Plato.
Did she do porn?
Let me see.
Because we know China did porn.
China did porn.
You know John Huck, right?
Yeah,
he did voiceover. He did
right?
voiceover for China Queen of the Ring.
Oh, fuck.
And then he showed it to me.
How bad was it?
Well, the whole end scene is just like a battle royal.
Of guys fucking her?
Of fucking her in a ring.
Oh,
and
God.
John is doing the voiceover, like the sports commentary for, like, he's the JR of. He's not in it. It's just his voice, and he's doing the commentary for it. And at the end, they're like, okay, what do you want us to put for your credit? Like, what name do you want in the credit? It was just like, put John Huck. So, like, this whole fucking, you watch the credits, it's just fake name after fake name after fake name.
Oh, God.
And then it's John Huck.
Oh, God.
I'm like, dude, you don't put your real name in the fucking porn credits.
Oh, you never do that.
You never put your real name in the porn credit.
There's a reason he's called Seymour Butts. There's a reason. That's why that dude. Oh, gee, this is. Oh, fuck. I should even say this. After leaving Different Strokes, Plato attempted to establish herself as a serious actress, but found it difficult to achieve success. She had breast implants and modeled for a June 1989 Playboy pictorial, but her career remained in stagnation, and she started taking roles in such B movies as Bikini Beach Race.
Oh, no.
And Lethal Cowboy.
Oh, God.
In 1992, Plato starred in the video game Night Trap, which is a disaster, being one of the first celebrities to star in a video game. The game was an average success. The majority of the game's content was actually filmed in 87 and shelved, but is considered a pioneering title due to being the first game to use live actors along with casting a well-known personality. Though the game received mixed and negative reviews, it's best remembered for the controversy created over violence and sexuality, along with that surrounding Mortal Kombat, which eventually led to the Entertainment Software Rating Board. Toward the end of her career, Plato chose roles that could be considered erotic, softcore pornography.
Oh, God.
She appeared nude in Prime Suspect and Compelling Evidence, and in the softcore erotic drama, Oh No.
What?
Oh,
what?
A year before she died, she filmed Different Strokes, the story of Jack and Jill and Jill.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
They changed the name after filming to tie it to her past.
Oh, man. So it was just the story of Jack and Jill and Jill. And then they put Different Strokes, the story of Jack and Jill.
Yes, and Jill.
Wow.
To capitalize. And then she died in 99. Oh, God. In February 1991, she entered a video store, produced a pellet gun, demanded money in the cash register.
Oh, this is sad.
The clerk called 911 and said, I've just been robbed by the girl who played Kimberly on Different Strokes.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. The robbery netted her $164.
Oh.
Wayne Newton posted her $13,000 bail, and Plato was given 5 years probation.
Why did Wayne Newton post her bail?
No word on this.
What's happening there?
No word on this.
Oh, that's weird.
God, that's...
Why is Wayne... Wait, okay. I have to know why Wayne Newton...
I know.
Were they an item?
That's a good question. She was engaged to her manager before she died. They lived in a motorhome in Navarre, Florida.
Ooh.
On May 8th, 1999, Plato and her manager were returning to California and stopped at his mother's home in Moore, Oklahoma for a Mother's Day visit. Later on in the visit, Plato revealed she felt unwell, took a few doses of a painkiller Lortab, along with the muscle relaxant Soma, went to lie down inside her Winnebago motorhome.
Oh, God. She died in a motorhome.
Which was parked outside the house. I should not be laughing.
Stop reading this.
Waking up. Plato had died. Yeah, accidental overdose. Later ruled a suicide based on Plato's long history of drug abuse.
Oh.
In a mobile home.
Oh.
Is that one of the worst ways to go?
Oh. That is literally rock bottom.
Fuck.
Wow.
Cody, you still with us?
Yeah, this has been super uplifting.
Oh, fuck. That is rough,
but in her
man.
prime, she could have it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. She was.
I'm just trying to change the mood.
Why did I go down that
I don't
road?
know why you went down that road.
Man.
We were having great times talking about the Keytar and Joe from Facts of Life.
And then Dana Plato ODs in a Winnebago.
And then we end up the end of that journey with Dana Plato in a Winnebago.
In Moore, Oklahoma.
Outside of her mother-in-law's house.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Man.
Fuck.
Well.
So what's the...
is that it?
What's the...
is that a ramble?
What's the open-close encore? What
Jesus.
hat are we doing?
How we do it? Let's go into what hat? 80s sitcom themes. Man.
Really, it is?
It is. That was the whole point.
That's weird.
Yeah, it kind of
What
worked
hat
out.
would they wear?
It worked out that way.
Is this the title so far? Is that his rock bottom? And we just tease?
Maybe. I like that.
Cody, thoughts?
Whatever, man.
He's so bummed out now. We've ruined the show.
Hey, Cody, she was our crush. If anyone should be really bummed out,
It's
right?
us. It's us.
It's us. We were the ones who grew up with crushing on it. You know who else could have had it? The sister in Alf. I had a thing for her.
There was times, she could have had it. There was other times I wasn't.
Know. I don't want to look up what happened. Is that, you know what I mean?
No, don't look at it.
Do we just stop the
Let
deep dives just in case? I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's fine.
Christina Applegate and Married with Children could have had it.
Oh, come on.
Big time.
That was the
tail end of me looking at
sitcoms, and that was it was so I think Milano opened the door and Applegate
closed,
bursted right through that thing, right? Would that make sense?
That's where I think it booked. Yeah, she's like Alyssa Milano was like the first like big crush.
Yes,
and I think my final crush was Applegate.
I think Alyssa Milano was like Daryl Johnston opening up a hole. And Applegate was
it's not like that at all.
Just charging
Let's not put
through.
the Cowboys in on this at all. It's nothing like that.
You know Rich Scheidner, the comedian Rich Scheidner?
No.
He was really funny dude. He was cast as Al Bundy's best friend who worked with him at the shoe store.
Oh, really?
His role, he was in the first season, and then he was cut out of the show because Applegate's boobs bloomed, and they're like, well, sorry, we got a new focal point. We need to make room for it's about her. You know what I mean? Like we need as much screen time for her as humanly possible. Yeah. Crazy. But there it is. God damn. I can't. Is this the Dana Plato deep dive, or do we not even mention that in the title? This is there's a weird air now. It got very sad.
What do we do?
I don't know.
What do we do?
I don't know. Cody, how you feeling? Are you still okay?
Yeah, man.
Are your dishes done?
Doesn't sound like it.
Are the dishes done at least?
Yeah, the dishes are done.
Okay,
and I was like, this is gonna be a nice, relaxing night. Have good conversation with friends, and then Jesus, man.
Okay, do you take the threat of dying in a tornado last week, or the Dana Plato talk this week?
Right. What's worse?
What's worse?
What's worse?
The tornado was worse.
The tornado was
Barely.
worse.
What if the tornado was named Dana Plato?
Oh man, Jesus!
I mean, that's the worst, right?
I just feel. I lost the audio. I think.
Did you lose the audio?
There it is. No,
right.
Cody, you still there? Can I hear you?
I'm here.
There you go.
Good job.
Right. Man, I just look. It's history. We had to provide.
Yeah, we have to give some background.
Was that the hardest death of a crush?
Maybe I don't know.
I can't think of a crush that I had that went out.
Well, Applegate and Milano are still alive.
They're still with us. That's the worst way to go out.
That might be the worst. That was pretty sad.
If you see that Different Strokes, do you watch it now or no? The Jack and Jill.
Yes.
Could you watch?
I still watch it.
You would still watch.
Morbid curiosity.
Knowing what happened.
Morbid curiosity more than anything.
Oh man. And Conrad Bain, still alive?
Oh, he lives in a mountain somewhere in China. Some temple in China.
Him and Devin from Knight Rider are still with us. Oh my God! Wait, no.
What?
Aaron Gray.
Sorry. Oh, Aaron Gray, Buck Rogers.
Aaron Gray.
Silver Spoons.
Oh man,
yeah.
Aaron Gray.
But she was a woman.
Yes, she was not our age.
She was not our age.
No.
She was a woman you had a crush on.
Cody, just
Way
Google
different.
Aaron Gray, Buck Rogers. I'm just those words.
Or Silver Spoon.
Yes, but I would go Aaron Gray, Buck
definitely
Rogers.
Buck Rogers, yeah.
And you were talking, and of course we all know her in Six Pack.
Oh yeah,
the love interest in Six Pack. Dude, Aaron Gray and Buck Rogers. Oh my, there is no one could have it more. I don't think any star from back then could have had it more than her and Buck in those fucking outfits.
Oh, those tight white outfits.
Come on,
fuck, dude.
Cody, you seeing what we're seeing?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Huh?
And she's still alive, so this has a happy ending. She's still alive, so that's good.
Good to know.
God damn, Aaron Gray. Fucking hell.
Whew.
Jesus. Yeah, let's get to the what hat.
What hat?
Dustin Jacobs says, so this is, again, 80s theme songs go in to the Hall of Fame, right? One, what would be on the hat? What 80s sitcom would be song would be on the hat? Dustin Jacobs says, Cheers, where everybody knows your name.
Hard to complain.
Hard to complain.
To argue on that one.
How do you argue with that one? I don't know.
Could be you could put that as the greatest sitcom theme song of all time.
Yeah. I mean, Ray Tolius, hello, fellow push crushers. I don't really submit a lot, but 80s shit is right up my alley. Setting my watch to the daily Twitch streams. Hopefully those grows. It's always a fun time. Thank you, buddy. Hall of Fame hat. I gotta go Golden Girls on this one. Well. Thank you for that's a great one. Welcome back, Cotter with 70s. I just found out. So thank you for being a friend. It has to be number one. It never gets old. All right. It is a great one.
It is.
And it was actually a hit.
It was.
For Andrew Gray way before this. It was like in the 70s it was a hit.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Cody?
I didn't, but I have a question on this.
Yes.
Because I didn't do any of these lists this week, but I might have one for this.
Wow.
Does it have to be a show that aired in the 80s or started in the 80s?
Ooh, Eddie?
I think just started in the 80s. As long as the song was played as the theme song for that show in the 1980s.
At one point in the 1980s.
Okay, so if a show started in the 70s but it continued in the 80s, it's fair game.
I would think so.
Yes, if you heard that song, yeah.
Then I have an answer then.
Okay, all right. But mine, I purposely chose sitcoms that started in the 80s. Okay. That was my choice.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be yours. That's all. Damien Bottriell, yo-ho, Ramblers. Damien from Australia taking a brief break from his silent protest against Eddie to talk 80s sitcoms. My Hall of Fame hat is the theme from Family Ties. Such a catchy sing-along tune. That's
Tina Yothers, baby.
Tina Yothers.
Tina fucking Yothers. She can have it all day long.
All day, Tina Yothers. She's still alive.
I hope so.
God,
I hope so.
I mean, man.
For the sake of this podcast.
God, it went dark. I feel terrible.
Well, what we got to do is we just got to push forward.
I can't.
We can't keep.
I'm thinking of Dana Plato.
I know, but we can't just dwell on Dana Plato and the tragic life that she led.
And just, I mean,
in a Winnebago outside of her boyfriend's mother's
house.
I mean, the fact that she couldn't even lay down on the couch in the mother's house.
Right.
She felt she had to go outside and lay in the Winnebago.
In the Winnebago. And to think that all he probably did was just an Earl Hefner sleeper hold. Just lift her arm up three times. Oh,
well,
shit, she's
and then
dead.
He's probably like, well, we saw this coming.
We saw, right. That's the fucked up part. Gary Priest, hey, Jerry, Eddie, and Cody. I may have the least Star Wars name ever. These are terrible traumas I have to bear. But hey-ho, my lists are below, and I've decided to go for UK sitcoms.
No.
So upfront apologies as some are all are unknown to many of the Ramblers. And James, the sitcom thing, Only Fools and Horses, is jaunty, badly sung Cockney homage to dodgy dealers and cheeky chappies is so ingrained in the British consciousness that every single person in the UK knows it and can sing it on cue. There you go.
All right.
I got to start getting into more British sitcoms. You know, because there's some fucking monsters.
Yeah.
There are some monsters over there. Like great, tremendous shit. Dana Plato, Winnebago. Jesus. That was it. See, I can't stop.
Do you think he continued his journey in the Winnebago to California? Like they removed the body, and then he's like, well, you know what? I got to keep going because I was going. Or do you think he sold the Winnebago?
With her in it?
Well, I'm sure the coroner took the body away. And then it was like, do you sell the Winnebago? And when you sell it, you go, hey, this is the Winnebago Dana Plato died in.
Right. Is that a selling
And does
point?
that raise the price of the Winnebago?
Could you spend one night in that Winnebago?
Ooh.
By yourself out in the middle of nowhere?
That'd be tough.
Cody, could you do it?
No. That's an easy one for me.
Yeah, that's easy for me, too. I don't think there's any chance. I don't know. I don't
know.
Because Eddie and I both want to believe in ghosts.
I do. I'd love to see evidence of one.
I'd love to see evidence.
But I don't.
Like concrete.
I don't think
But I also don't want it to happen to me.
I don't want it to happen to me, and I don't want it to be Dana Plato.
Right. I would feel terrible.
I don't want, because, yeah.
That'd be rough. But did he keep going? Did he just pop in a
If I saw Dana Plato as a ghost, my first reaction would be like, I'd be like, oh.
Worst boyfriend on the planet if the next day he just started cranking road songs and started
in the Winnebago?
In the Winnebago. Would that be worse?
Did he Aunt Edna the thing and throw her on the roof and finish the drive?
I mean, fuck. Colin Maggs, hey, Jerry, Eddie, and Naked Cody. Another week, another great show. Thank you for your explanation on the rule of two. So to condense, they make the rules up to suit their agenda. Sounds like nowadays Palpatine would be a bright orange douchebag with a bad wig.
Very similar.
Also, I think Palpatine's a little smarter, though, sadly. Also, the Duel of Fates explanation does help make much more sense of Anakin's arc, and a shame there wasn't more of that detail and less of trade dispute talk.
Yes.
Very true. But I will add Mace Windu must have also pushed against some of the Jedi Council's rules. I mean, he was the only one with a bright purple lightsaber. You tell me that wasn't peacocking and that swab wasn't crushing puss? I think he used to get the Twi'lek Jedi lady bend her over, grab hold of the tentacle things, and whisper in her ear that Yoda was a better lay and hold on for dear life. Why is his lightsaber purple? You told me this.
Because he taps into the dark side of the Force
When he fights.
with his fighting style.
Interesting.
So
it has a little bit of that
yes,
red.
it's got a little red mixed with the blue, makes purple.
I love it. Colin Mack says Hall of Fame, got to be Cheers. Just so iconic. It is. I mean, it's hard to argue against it, don't you think?
That's mine. Mine is Cheers.
Yeah.
I did make mine Cheers.
Joseph Santos, 1980s theme song hat. I grew up in a Catholic household, going to church Sunday, going to confession, weekly Bible studies. But Married with Children's Love and Marriage was my favorite, and I still watch it to this day. Honorable mention to the episode 95 where Cody is discovered to be dating Andrea via Skype sex. Ramble Radio.
And you still sleep in the same bed with Andre, which is the weirdest part.
It's the rough part.
That was the weird part.
And Cody and I are still friends, which is weird.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be.
And they had FaceTime sex while you were laying.
Right, I was sleeping.
So weird.
While I was sleeping. Graham and Faye, just before the curtains opened at the Ramble Hall of Fame Theater, a bustle of legions of adoring fans are slowly filling. She died inside of Rodimus Prime. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
Oh, I guess so.
God
what
dang.
if that was actually dressed up like Rodimus Prime? If that Winnebago was made out to look like Rodimus Prime.
Jesus Christ.
Do you feel better or worse that she died in it?
I think worse, because Rodimus should have done something. Fuck. The bustle leads it's a packed house when out of the shadows repels a man from the Raptors over the theater to main stage. Out of his backpack comes a makeshift rope and harness haphazardly crafted out of rubber bands, paper clips, and Post-it notes, and a half roll of Scotch tape, not unlike Owen Hart's rig, and almost impossible. See, Graham brought some sad there.
There you go. Yeah.
An almost impossible mission. He descends to hover precariously over the awards podium, the Hall of Fame trophy just slightly out of his grasp. Reaching into his pocket, he manages to cobble together a suction cup fishing rod out of a big ballpoint pen, a piece of bubble gum, some pocket lint, a shoestring, and a few random pieces of Lego. The curtains open. A bewildered theater full of onlooking ramblers gasp from the crowd. Puzzle. The evil commish slowly walks up to the podium. The award is gone, and in its place is a well-worn, tattered Calgary Flames baseball cap. Jerry shakes his fist defiantly towards the ceiling. Damn you, Richard Dean Anderson. Then the MacGyver theme begins to play. He went rogue. No sitcom.
Wow.
He went MacGyver. Not
Wow.
bad.
Wow.
Not bad, Graham
Ballsy.
and Faye. Very ballsy.
Ballsy.
But, I mean, that's how you win these days.
But there's no rules in the Ramble.
There's no rules. Patrick Crothers, hey, Ramblers, hope now more than ever you're staying safe today. The protests in Cleveland evolved. This was a while back. This is last week. This was last Sunday. Devolved into looting, arson, vandalism, property destruction. They set a curfew Saturday, Sunday night. The National Guard was called up. Scary times.
Yes.
I missed the protest about barbershops and salons. Also want to shout out to Cody's interview with Santos of Old Man Gloom on Medium Fidelity. It's a great interview, and hopefully we'll find a band the band new fans. It's not really for everyone, but if you like metal and don't mind having to do a little thinking while you listen, you'll appreciate them. I've been a fan of Old Man Gloom and other projects of its members for years and really helped define my music taste 20-plus years ago. I knew Cody was cool for being a Clutch fan, but this is next level. The music stuff on the Ramble is my favorite. Anyone wants to nerd out on underground indie metal rock, hit me up on Facebook. I'm always looking for new stuff to check out. How about that, huh?
Nice.
Yeah.
It is a good interview.
He goes 80s sitcom. Cheers. Cheers, baby.
It's hard to argue with. I mean, that was just so...
It's so iconic. Brian, I believe this is the late, great Golden Rambler who you pronounced dead.
Sorry.
The colonists,
a little premature.
The colonists on LV-227 had a much better life than the colonists on LV-426, mainly because their queen was Marla Gibbs. Why don't you put her in charge? The title is The Week That Cody's Marla Gibbs cosplay finally convinces Jerry and Eddie to give the lady her due. We give her due.
Well, she's got her due. It's just other things have interrupted her due.
We always say how great she is,
She's amazing. It hurt us more than anyone to bump the 227
episode. Oh, my God.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, sure.
My pick this week, a TV show that aired as many years in the 70s as it did the 80s.
Oh.
The Jeffersons.
Oh!
Not shocked. Not shocked.
Not shocked.
Because without the Jeffersons, we don't know who Marley Gibbs is.
We don't. Look at Cody. He brought it.
He did bring it.
Brian says the greatest American hero, hands down. Yeah, it was a drama comedy as opposed to sitcom, but what are you guys going to do about it? Tell the Ramblers to go fuck themselves? Extend Dexter Jettster's lifetime contract to a double lifetime contract? Maybe even ignore Marley Gibbs for yet another week? Bring it on, because I'm walking on air and I never thought I could feel so free. That is a great song. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could be so free. What a song. Colin Maggs, the ultimate Michael McDonald scene. Hey, guys, I thought I'd add to your idea of Michael McDonald using single lines at film. I hope you like. Scene the diner restaurant Reservoir Dogs with this cast list. Mr. Brown Tarantino, Michael McDonald. Mr. White Cartel, Roy Orbison. Mr. Orange, Roth, Curtis Steiger. Mr. Pink, Buscemi, Meatloaf. Mr. Blue, Bunker, Jim Steinman. Mr. Blonde, Madsen, Peter Criss. Nice Guy, Eddie, Penn, now Michael Bolton. Joe Tierney, Bob Dylan, as he is now the Mumbler. Hope this brings a smile. Colin Maggs. Michael McDonald singing that Reservoir Dogs diner scene. Yeah, I'm in. I'm 100% in. That's fucking great. Joe Capone. Cheers would be atop the hat that goes in my 80s sitcom Hall of Fame. Such a memorable little ditty that hits you right in the feels every time you hear it. I mean, are they wrong?
No.
Are they wrong?
They're not.
Oops, let me get rid of some emails that were not part of Ramblers. All right, there it is. Grady W. Smithy III. Cheers. I think this is going to be there was running away with this, I think. You know? I think it's
It might not be my favorite, but to me it's like the most it's just I don't know. It belongs in the Hall of Fame.
It does.
TV sitcom theme songs, that would belong.
Yes.
That's the hat.
Yes.
It would wear.
And thank you, Graham, for also sending me a screen grab from Retro Rocha. Fucking funny. Very good for the Twitter. I mean, the Twitch thing. Let's see. All right. That is a message from T-Public. That has nothing to do with us. Keenan Vega. What up, Ramblers? So it is only civil unrest to grant me an extra time to get this one in. The Hall of Fame hat for 80s TV shows. Married with Children. Saved a network, and everybody knows Al Bundy scored 4 touchdowns for Polk High, and so many tried to rip it off. That's true.
Yeah.
I had to go Cheers.
Yeah, you have to.
What else, right?
Yeah,
and then Cody, yours was the Jeffersons.
Yes.
That's a great one.
Move it on.
Next Ramble, 237. Bob Dylan goes into the I Wrote a Song Hall of Fame.
Okay.
What song is on Bob Dylan's hat? That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one.
That'd be toughy.
That's going to be, let's do some open and closing and encoring, huh? If we can. Oh, there it is. Okay. Open, close, and encore. Do we say Dana Plato died in Rodimus Prime? Is that the name of the show?
Maybe.
God, that's
Rodimus Prime was the resting. I don't know.
Dana Plato took her last nap and brought.
Okay.
God, no, this is why are we doing
Dana Plato
this?
with tits up and Rodimus Prime.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Wrong.
Keenan Vegas says, open with Wonder Years, close with Knight Rider, encore with Miami Vice. This is the 80s theme show concert.
Oh, so this isn't sitcoms. We're just doing.
I did do sitcom, but he went rogue.
Again, he went rogue.
He went rogue. I cannot
no
stop
rules. No rules.
the Ramblers from going rogue.
No rules.
I can't stop them.
No, you can't.
I mean, as the evil commission, I would just be more evil. If I imagine.
Yeah.
If I tried stopping him, how much more evil I would be. Faye says you open with the Jeffersons, you close with Cheers, you encore with Married with Children. Graham, in descending order from awesome to stinky fromage. Open, the techno theme of the Equalizer can faintly be heard in the background. You open with Airwolf, close with Knight Rider. Double encore, Street Hawk and Auto Man. Outwalks James Ferrantino, Dana Carvey, Sandy McPeak with Dick Buckus and Bubba Smith. Bonus encore, Blue Thunder. They went rogue there, too.
Wow.
Abandoned the sitcoms, went with
loved Blue Thunder.
Street Hawk. Remember Street Hawk, the cop who had the futuristic motor? It lasted like half a season. Street Hawks. Jesse Mock. His name was Jesse Mock.
Yeah.
Was the name.
I remember.
Cody, would you laugh at a script where the main character rode a fast bike and his last name was Mach, M-A-C-H?
No, it sounds badass.
That's
right?
Jesse Mock.
Jesse Mock. And my fast bike.
Grady W. Smithy III. They should open with the theme from Red Dwarf, close with The Simpsons, encore with the greatest American hero. Ooh, that's a heck of a list, Grady.
Simpsons is getting it right under the wire.
That is right in there.
Because to me, that's a 90s show.
Same here. I didn't
But it
count
did start in the 80s, but it's a 90s show.
I went 90s on that one. Joe Capone, you open with Night Court. You close with Perfect Strangers. You encore with Growing Pains. Not bad. Standing tall on the wings of my dreams. That's a fucking great one, man.
That's a good one.
Oh, it's a good Brian Withers, the dead, back from the dead. Brian Withers, Three's Company, Facts of Life, encore, Greatest American Hero. I can't argue with that concert, Brian.
Pretty solid.
Patrick Carruthers, you open with
PC.
Cheers. PC, you close with Golden Girls. You encore with Cody's pick, The Jeffersons. Oh, that'd be a great encore.
Yeah, it would.
Could you imagine? Oh, we're moving on up. Fuck.
And then Marla Gibbs comes out and melodies the thing into 227.
Forget it.
I mean,
Forget
could you
it.
imagine?
Forget it.
How, like, Cody's masturbating until he dies.
Oh, you find Cody dead jerking off. And are we wrong at all, Cody?
Yeah, in a Winnebago.
In a Winnebago. Now you brought it back.
You've done it to him.
Now you did it.
You've made him dark. You ruined Cody.
I did. I ruined him. Fuck, I'm sorry, Cody. Cody, when Cody is confronting his son who's trying to turn him back to the light side, right?
Yeah.
And his son is going to look at him and go, "There's still good in you, Father. The Emperor hasn't driven it from you fully."
Right.
Before Cody says it's too late for me, he's going to remember this. The moment is going to be me pushing Dana Plato dying in a Winnebago. And Cody's going to remember that and go, "It's too late
Nope,
for
it's
me,
too late
my
for
son."
me, my son.
That's what's going to happen. Oh, fuck.
There is no conflict.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Joe Santos says, you open with Three's Company, close with Cheers, encore with The Cosby Show. I had to strike that one from. I've just pretended that The Cosby Show never existed. Let's
go in the way of Seventh Heaven.
Yeah. Colin Maggs, Only Fools and Horses. You close with Red Dwarf. You encore with Cheers. There we go. Throwing some British ones in there. Mm-hmm. And then Gary Priest, we're going to go all British. Open with Heidi High, faux rock and roll at its finest. Close with Because of You, theme from Brushstrokes, an actual pop song chart written and performed by Kevin Rowland from Dexy's Midnight Runners. Encore, Don't Scratch My Soca, the theme from Desmond's. Groundbreaking black sitcom about a London barbershop. The tune is a weird hybrid of synth pop and reggae light. The perfect way to end a concert. Dude, that sounds dope as shit.
Yeah, I like that.
Fuck. Dude, I gotta start watching classic British sitcoms. I have to.
You call them shitcoms?
I did call them shitcoms.
Wow,
that was mean.
That's awful.
That was terrible. Look at me, just acting like America's the best. What's wrong with me?
Shitcoms.
Shitcoms. What am I thinking?
Unreal.
That sucked. I was terrible. That was mean. Didn't mean it because their sitcoms are probably better than ours.
A lot of ours are based off of theirs.
A lot of ours we just ripped them off.
Yeah.
Ray Tolius. Open with Married to Children. Close with Believe It or Not, Greatest American Hero. Encore with Standing Tall. Perfect Strangers. On the Wings of My Dreams. That's a fucking great song. But, you know. Dustin Jacobs says, took last week off. Couldn't stop thinking of Jay Leno's Tonight Show and the many unfunny Fred Willard bits. What? With all due respect to Fred Willard, he was Fred Willard in everything. I don't mean to disrespect him by going all Andre on him like he's an aging wrestling fan with a dream. I just never found him to be all that funny. You're out of your fucking mind.
That's insane,
Christopher
Dustin.
Guesswork all blends together for me. Hey, we're good at improv, sure, but I've also never seen Spinal Tap, but I have seen Willow on multiple occasions. Now, there's a movie. If this is a joke, it's a joke. But it better be.
It better.
You open with Charles in Charge. You encore with Cheers. You close with Cheers. Dustin has an encore with Golden Girls. There's no fucking way. That's crazy. Let me see here. And I think, that's it for Open Close Encore. Who'd you have?
You open with Believe It or Not.
Greatest American Hero?
I close with Cheers.
Oh.
And then I encore with Standing Tall, Perfect Strangers.
See, I open with Cheers because sometimes you want to go, we're welcoming.
Okay, very nice.
Then,
very nice.
Dude, you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody, we've had a great night tonight. Now the world don't move to the beat of just one. That's you close with.
Right.
And then you encore.
Is there Winnebago as the backdrop?
Oh, yeah. It's just an arm hanging out the window. Fuck! Jesus Christ!
Oh, fuck.
And then, and then after that,
yeah,
you walk off stage, you walk back for the encore, and you
Right.
say, you know what? We're all friends tonight. Thank you for being a friend. Bam. There it is. That's your encore with Golden Girls.
Nice.
Next ramble, what would the Birds open, close, and encore with?
Okay.
How about that?
All right.
Is that
Sounds
good?
Let's do it.
You can handle that,
It's done.
right? You can rock that. Cody, could you do the Birds?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, good. There we go. Then we're good. As long as it's something that all of us can. I really fucked Cody with this 80s shit. I really did.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad.
We do it a lot to him, though.
Playing video
screw him
games.
over a
Bring your
bunch.
pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games.
Cody, do you feel screw jobbed every time you're on?
Maybe
Ramble?
we should do a Cody ramble sometime where Cody picks a category.
Cody, you want to do that? Ramble
Yeah.
238.
You do the hat. You do the open close encore. You do the top 10
Okay,
list.
Ramble 238 is going to be. So, Cody, get him ready for next week, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
It's
I
going to
can
be
do this.
Cody's
So we
pick.
can go inside the mind of Cody.
Right. I love this. This is a great idea. But it's got to be top 10 Aaron Gray outfits I would jerk off to. Is it top 10 Ern Gray Buck Rogers
We can do
outfits?
that. That can be done.
Is that cool, Cody? Look, we want to get in your head, but
I feel like there's some weird qualifiers.
Some parameters around
some
here.
parameters. It's which Aaron Gray, top 10 Aaron Grays for Eddie and I to fuck. Is that? Faye is still happily shooting people in the face in Red Dead Redemption, but I've somehow lately managed to transition from playing video games to watching Jerry play video games. Perhaps it's about time for me to dust off my mini NES. Fuck yeah. By the way, this seems like it should be addressed. How long does it take Master Colton to throw his beloved father's Redskins under the bus? Lego is how long.
Takes
For the
no
record,
time at all.
Faye cannot fault Colton's logic.
No.
He is referencing, you saw that, right?
Oh, I saw it. I was aware.
You were
Yes.
watching it?
I was disappointed. And that's why he got the beat down on one of the following
yeah,
Twitches.
they fucked him up.
He got fucked up hard on one of the following Twitches.
Yeah, it was rough. Cody, on one of my Twitches, Colton, Eddie's beloved son, named after Colt McCoy from when he was drafted to the Redskins.
Well, he's drafted by the Browns.
The Browns, that's right. You were going to name him Griffin, weren't you? Or Robert? Weren't you going to name him one of those?
Well, he was
two?
already born at that time. I was thinking about legally changing his name.
That's right.
Why not Rex?
Rex.
2009.
Rex
2009 would have been
Gus Farrat?
Jason Campbell.
Oh, Jason Campbell.
So I wasn't going to name him Jason.
You weren't going to name him Gus for Gus Farrat? He had
No.
some good moments with
Fuck
the
Gus
Redskins.
Farrat.
He had some good Redskins.
God.
But Cody just threw Colton. Colton threw the Redskins under the bus, Cody.
Yeah, he did.
We asked him
Oh.
how quick, because I was talking shit about the Cowboys. Like, Cowboys suck. Go Redskins. And then one of the listeners goes, what about Lego? Oh, Lego over Redskins. Instant. Fuck
Lego
the
over
Redskins.
anything. He'd
Give me
take Lego over me.
Wow. That's rough.
If I'm hanging on a cliff and Lego's hanging on a cliff,
Legos are being
and he can only
saved.
grab one hand to save it, he's grabbing the hand of Lego.
He's grabbing the Lego. Doesn't even care.
Doesn't
Think he
give a
feels bad?
fuck about me.
Think he felt bad? Would he have felt bad? or
No, not at all.
No way, huh?
Nope.
Would he show up at your funeral, or would you have
If
to?
my casket was made out of Lego,
he got to put
if
it
he got
together?
to build the casket, he'd be there.
Oh man,
It's
rough. Patrick Carruthers still playing Witcher 3, trying not to out-level the missions. I'm at 40 with a couple 35, 36 missions still on the list. I'm in the last of the Hearts of Stone. Oh, also played a bit of Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl, which is a 16-bit beat-em-up set in the Mallrats world. Reading a book about the history of my town going back to the early 1800s. Not bad, Patrick Carruthers. Very good. I think those are the only ones who joined in on that. I just finished playing Turtles in Time, Ninja Turtle, which will be tomorrow's Retro Roach on YouTube, so pretty please check that out. Of course, still playing some Animal Crossing, Predator Hunting Grounds.
Yeah.
Showed Andrea Predator 2 the other night.
How'd that go?
She was into
She
it.
agree it's better than Predator?
No, she was a Predator 1, but
Okay. And you guys are still together?
We're still together.
Okay.
She still liked it, though.
Okay.
She still liked it.
All
She
right.
had a problem with the costumes. She thought the costumes were terrible.
It was in the 80s.
I know, but it was...
Jesus, man.
The more I think about it, though, that fight with Danny Glover, I thought that. Oh, Predator 2 did some. Let's just get off on this tangent here.
Okay.
Are you reading anything or playing anything?
No.
Cody?
Nothing right now.
No, not at the moment.
God damn it. Well, there we go. All right, so Predator 2.
Okay.
I thought did a great job of showing homage and just making it its own the whole time.
Yes.
Right? Like when the Predator's about to nuke itself, and then Danny Glover just grabs that fucking disc and chops the fucking
Right, yeah.
forearm off
Yeah.
with the thing. Tremendous.
Yes.
The final showdown on the ship.
Yes.
Does it get any better?
No.
Does it get any better?
It's amazing.
Cody, do you mind if I spoil Predator 2 for you?
Yeah, go for it.
So and it's a fun movie. At the very end, Danny Glover follows the Predator to its spaceship. He is able to kill it. As the Predator dies, like 15 more Predators just show up. And then Danny Glover, it's the best line in any Predator movie. I mean it.
Okay.
He just picks up he just goes, all right, who's next? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How great
He didn't
was
give
that?
a fuck at that point.
He was like, all right, who's next? Great comic relief. And then
That's Goldberg famously took his line
Goldberg, who's next?
from that. If there was no Predator 2, there was no Goldberg.
There was no
run.
Goldberg. All right, who's next? What if he said it like Goldberg? Danny Glover.
There you go.
All right, next? Who's next? How awful. Oh, fuck. But it was great. And then you know what the Predators do, Cody?
What's that?
They let him leave. He earned their respect by killing one of their own.
Yeah.
And they actually give him a fucking pistol from the 1700s
Yeah.
that
They
they
gave him a
took off some pirate.
They gave him a trophy.
They gave him a trophy. Fucking great ending. Man, Predator 2 is
Right?
a fucking masterpiece. Now, it doesn't have Carl Weathers.
No.
My man! That needs that. But past that, tremendous. So good. All right, let's do some shout-outs. So are you sold? You're gonna go watch Predator 2 now,
I want
right?
to see it now. I know Cody definitely does.
Cody, come on. You're going to go see it, right?
Yeah, how could I not?
All right. Cody, come on.
He didn't sound.
Don't turn this into
Can't
Willow.
hear us.
We're shouting out.
No, I mean I'll watch that before I watch Willow for sure.
Oh, God.
Harumph.
I didn't get a harump out of that guy.
That's a massive Vern Lundquist. Haven, huge fan. The real man games. Chris Fabinski, Mick Lovin, Inglorious Wildcat, Todd Miller, Jen Schmidt, Brick 48, Joe Santos, a.k.a. Big Daddy Toss 34.
Yeah.
Steve Harrington, Weirdo, Kyle P. Kinzer, Alfred Rico, D.D. Johnson, Daniel Kuhn, the Eric Butts, John Fields Art, Beer the Reaper, Kaiser Monroe, Alrim, followers of, is it Shizmu or Shezmu?
Shizmu.
Shizmu.
Oh,
Scott
Shizmu.
Prince, Graham Edmondson, Leon Edelman, Rick Braun, Daniel 673, Reed Dixon, Retro Rocket Entertainment, Coppin with Comic, Elizabeth Flores, Jason Tully, The Real Zelly, Cool Gramps XRP, Eddie Pence Fan Club, Captain Robin Dash Winzu, The Pirate Cats, Daryl Hefferman, David McGinn, Teresa 1025, Christopher Haskell, George Olivos, Jason Peak, I went Latino there, Matt Cottrell 77, Blinky Blink, Jamie Warner, Get the Unspecial on Netflix, The Ultimate Rabbit, Davis, a.k.a. Your Grandma's Pussy, Alec Vasquez, Colin Maggs, C. White 400, Play with the Podcast, Adam Kraz, Darren Butler, Michael S. Miller, Jeff Watts, Jim Key, Taylor Johnson, Rich Morrissey, Rick Payne, Renzel 3, Night Moves Differently, Ken Rivera, Richard Miller, David Garcia, Jose Gonzalez, Bay TW Podcast, Ray Tolius, Kingsley 28, Eric Ben 10, The Real Danny Mary, Scarecrow, a.k.a. James Weaver, and Outlaw Torn, Nick Sharps 4, Sean Near Ramiro, Kenny Todd 215, Reverend Endaddy, Raul Sanchez, Van Devere, Von Huddleston, Michael B. Smith, Big Timmy 87, Gary Priest, Middle Age Crazy Podcast, Hamley Ramsdale, Frank Montez, SRW 92831, Paxton Breaks, Lauren Silence, Neho Young, Coy Bennett James, Jeffrey, a.k.a. J. Bacco 01, Gil Gastelum, The Thick White Dude, T. Garrett Pearson, Senor Peligro, Podescue Podcast, Interzone Podcast, CJ Pendragon, Georges 126, Satira Licious, Cordelia, Lucas Guerra, JD, Red 5 standing by, Rob Fernie, Chris O'Shoke, Nathan Wallace, Shane Power, Michael Martinez, Wendy May, Steve Darcy, Gray Ray, Sean Williams, William Harris, Ryan McNabb, Brandon Feltner, Pod Mode, Brandon and Jay, Cam Semper, Dave Van Walton, Chris McDermott, M. Bella 66, Steve Wynn 3068, Chris Chug Hughes, Daniel Holland, Josh Kovac, Trent Unruh, J6K9, Graham Gray Arnold, Cathal McAlney, Manny Avalar, Bradley John Eagle Feather, Joseph Tez, Go Away 723, Amador Gonzalez, Steven, Nikki G23220, J Reading 1013, Fred Johnson, Todd C, DJ Retod, Lord Helmet, Ang Gleek, Phil Sargent, Sean Williams, Mock Toys, Scarecrow 219, aka Adam K, Jimmy Salgado, all of us pods, the sort of good pod, Juvenil Estrada, Oscar Nunez, Joe Mo for show, Sean Smith, Stacey Avilia, CJ, aka Embley, Kyle Cook, aka The Grindfather, Andy Hinsman, Graham Moore, Eric Knight, Justin Brown, States Gonzalez, Jack Beams, Chris Fabo, Chris Rubacaba, Chris Bell, Kevin Couch, Charlie Lantray, Charles Phillips, aka Chaz Hayes, The Game Fanatics, Burr Martin, Gary Kundle, Shelby Consul, Plastic Prison, Kelly Riddle, KT, Chris Bernsmeyer, aka Go Cast Crispy, Glamis Jamie, Storm Raven, Yeeman Yaman, Boss Hogs, Grim Shredder, Drunk Eddie's Thoughts, Eddie's Ghost Ham, Rob Baloney, Damian Bottriell, Joe Milne, Ramar, Chad Chalil, Sean Ryan, Lisa Marie Miller, Joey Poole, Gemma from the Talking Codswalt podcast. We also got Andy Barr, we got James, we got Dan Beavers, aka G Virus Stan, we got Nath Kendall, aka The Joker, Austin Long, Adrian Pena, aka Texas Pookie 71, Gamer Girl Deluxe, Singway Slave, Big Team 87, John Broccolo, Steve Colsanti, aka Midnight Smoke, Patrick Avon Briscoe, Jason Shear, Matt the Rat, Mad Monkey, Seven Brother, Evie, Justin Schroeder, Jeremy Venview, Patrick Carruthers, Tim Dawson, Brian Wither, Steve Rogers, Will Wilkins, John Mick II, Ian Goldspink, Rico GZ, Irish 1980, Bearded Nerd, Mike Driscoll 3D, Big Daddy Jimmy V, Ulysses Atkins, Sonic, a.k.a. Mercy, Dahlem, Stetz, the king of the barbecue sauce. Thank you for the bottles that might have already be here by now.
Oh, I can't wait.
McGregor, my legitimate Scottish cousin, the Hall of Famer, first ballot, all-time, Dave Strebeck, the Devastator, Joe Capone, Nico Brown, Steph Infection, Poltron, Aaron, Bridget from Long Island, Adam Clambert, JM, J. Mitch, The Bird, Stapia, Nickel the Wise, Gary Rickelman, Grady W. Smithy III, the Chris and Cassie Effect, Graham and Faye, Sam Martinez, David S. Gutierrez, David Eric, Chavez, Becky, Cinderling, Brie Pena, and Brian Boo Stamontes. Boo Stamontes. Thank you all for making the Ramble part of your lives, your loves, your everything's. Cody, where can all the fine folk find you?
Cinesnob Cody on Twitter, and then 3 movie podcasts if you're interested. The Cinesnob podcast, where we talk about weekly VOD releases. Quarantine Stream, where we're talking with folks in the entertainment industry about what they're doing during quarantine and what they're watching during quarantine. Nice. And then ReMCU, our Marvel rewatch podcast, where we are up to Thor: The Dark World. That's the latest episode with Eddie Pence is on that. And looking forward to Captain America.
Winter Soldier.
The Winter Soldier.
Maybe
next.
the best of the bunch.
One of my faves.
It's a good one. Eddie, 5 days a week?
5 days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report. And then 5 days a week now, we're back from furlough, swings and misses on radio.com.
Boom. You can see me every Monday as a smug nerd with that guy right there.
Yes.
Eddie Pence is my director. Also, I hope I have one for last Monday. I think I have one ready. All right, good.
You better.
I know it better. Also, every Thursday, you can see me on YouTube, Retro Rocha, where I talk about an old game. Tomorrow, I'm talking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. So please subscribe to all that good shit on my YouTube page. Also, every night on Twitch, I'm streaming Retro Rocha, twitch.tv/Retro Rocha. And, of course, please subscribe to The Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. Spread the word, all that good shit. There we go. And we thank you all, again, for being so dedicated, so lovely, so wonderful. The Ramblers.
Yes.
Even as we took a deep dive on the tragic fall of Dana Plato. Think we lost people?
So deep.
It's the time
Maybe.
of the show.
Maybe
where
we gained
rank
some.
The top
You know?
10.
Maybe we gained a few.
I hope we gained a few.
I think so.
But
I'm a
fuck,
bigger fan now of The Ramble.
I think so. I made me a bigger one. This was a tough one. Top 10 80s sitcoms. Next Ramble, top 10 television game shows. Think that'd be a good one?
Yeah, it'd be good.
All right, so there we go. So just remember, get that in, Ramble at theramblepod.com. Also follow us on Twitter at Podcast Ramble 1, Instagram Podcast Ramble. Go pick up our merch on our TeePublic page, please. And yeah, so there we go. What would Bob Dylan walk into the I Wrote a Song Hat Hall of Fame? What would the Birds open, close, and encore with? And top 10 television game shows of all.
I don't want to say anything, but when I was doing research for this,
Yes.
I just Googled 80s sitcoms TV show list.
Yes.
Just so I could see.
Yeah. I did the same thing to
And
kind of
just
refresh
look
my
what
memory.
pops up number 1. Wow. So, yeah.
Wow.
Just pops up number 1.
First thing.
We'll
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Man.
So
Keenan Vega. And 2, he goes, let's see. Honorable mention today's special. I remember a weird mannequin in a store that came to life when a magic hat was on his head. Ridiculous little kid. I watched the fuck out of that show. I'm sure it was utter trash if I see it again. That's pretty funny. I was born in the 80s, so I tried to keep up with shows that started in the 80s. It's damn hard. I might have broken some rules. And 227 for Marla Gibbs.
Yes.
He gives honorable mention. Number 10, so he's just going to go shows, not sitcoms. It's okay. He prefaced the apology.
Okay.
Number 10, Dukes of Hazzard, Daisy in the Car, and then Daisy some more. Number 9, American Gladiators. People getting jacked up and scantily clad women. Facts of life. It was funny, and I love me some Joe. So did we.
Yeah, we did.
Number 7, Chips. I had the Chips Big Wheel. Number 6, Quantum Leap, Time Travel and Morals. Number 5, The Golden Girls. Still funny. B. Arthur was amazing, then Betty White too. And then 5B, The Wonder Years. Winnie Cooper got even better with age. Number 4, Ninja Turtles. Of course, amazing. Number 3, The Simpsons. I remember sitting through Tracy Ullman just for The Simpsons shorts. Number 2, Transformers, G.I. Joe, He-Man. They're all linked and amazing. Number 1, Married with Children. Al, Steve, then Kelly and Peggy from Wanker County. Oh, dear. At the Nude Bar, when you can look up thigh and blacken an eye at the nudie bar, where they throw what's this from? Where they show you their butt and their trap stays shut at the nudie bar, where you can't touch a breast but you can cave in a chest at the nudie bar, where the girls dance in their underpants at the nudie bar, where the music stinks and the water drinks at the nudie bar, where the beer gives gas but the Ramblers kick ass at the nudie bar. Thank you for the laughs during the weeks of the Twitches Night with the crew. Kingsley, thank you, Keenan Vega. Kingsley, for the wonderful song as well. How about that, huh?
That's nice.
Graham and Faye. They're going to go, let's see. In no particular order, this is a dizzying list to sort through so many iconic themes from TVs in the 80s, especially when we factor which shows bridge the 70s and 80s. We're going to omit everything that started in the 70s. So no Happy Days, Jefferson's MASH, Facts of Life, Three's Company, et cetera, et cetera. And excluding shows like Wonder Years, as this is an established song and not and also Spinal Tap inspired Cheat from last week. The list goes to 11. Murder, She Wrote, Perfect Strangers, Who's the Boss, Magnum P.I., Growing Pains, A Different World, Aretha Franklin for the win, Night Court, Golden Girls, A-Team, Dukes of Hazzard. What else could it be for Cody's sake so he's not choking back tears of disappointment for the last few rambles? 227. Stay safe, Ramblers. How's about the rest of the planet? Try this wild and crazy idea of being nice to each other. Really doesn't sound that
shocking
complicated.
Idea.
Ramble off. Graham and Faye from Winnipeg. Hey, thank you as always, Graham and Faye. Great fucking list. We loved it. Grady W. Smithy III. Honorable mention to 227, since Jerry and Eddie are just going to snub that show again. Number 10, Bosom Buddies. Wow. Billy Joel's My Life is absolutely great, but they lost points for replacing it with a theme song that sucked ass in Season 2. Yes. Different World, Inspector Gadget, Newhart, Different Strokes, Facts of Light, Red Dwarf, Grace American Hero, Night Court, and number 1, Cheers. Not just the best 80s sitcom theme, one of the best shows of any ever. Of course, this list is actually best 80s sitcoms, not themes. But if you guys want to do themes, we're not mad at that either.
You're the Ramblers. You're
the Ramblers. Honorable mention from Joe Capone, Learning the Ropes theme song was such a huge wrestling mark in the 80s when this show aired prior to the 605 TBS wrestling show for its short run in 88-89. I was in hog heaven. The show starred Lyle Alzado as a single father. I remember that, trying to make ends meet as a teacher who moonlighted as a wrestler in The Masked Maniac, played by Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and featured cameos from some of the top WCW stars of the day. Also Married to Children, probably my favorite 80s sitcom, but because the song is used as the theme for a Frank Sinatra song, I couldn't put it in my top 10. Number 10, It's Gary Shandling Show, Small Wonder, Mama's Family, Family Ties, Silver Spoons, Perfect Strangers, Different Strokes, Golden Girls, Growing Pains, Cheers. Another hard list to whittle down, guys. I had to cut so many favorites from the list upon revisiting them for the show because some of them were just too similar. It didn't resonate with me at the age of 46 the way they did at ages 6 and 16. After all the events of the past few days, I hope my fellow Ramblers are staying safe wherever they are. Maybe one day the powers that be in this country will finally pull their heads from their asses and put policies in place to better vet the people they hire to, quote, unquote, protect and serve, or at least throw the book at the ones who have demonstrated extreme and continued poor judgment in the way they handle situations with people of color. Too many good people have suffered needlessly, and those people and their families deserve justice. Much love, Capone. P.S. Start your own podcast already. Eddie, the Dark World REMC is a great example why you should be flying solo, my friend. Awesome nights, insights, and great takes. It doesn't have to be a long show, as I know you're busy with your other pod commitments, but a 15, 20-minute breakdown or whatever has you inspired each week would be awesome.
Oh,
Make it happen. Call it Fuck the Ramblers with Eddie Pence. Go Giants.
I'm inspired now.
Be the Bat and Sayonara Shitheads from Joe Capone. Fucking tremendous. Brian Withers. Top 10. Oh, this is a welcome distraction. After spending the last few days watching the country descend into protest riots and seeing the toll of ignoring generations of systemic racism laid bare, all during a pandemic, well, shit seems a wee bit bleak this Saturday Eve. So I'm just going to finish up this Ramble submission, go to bed, and look forward to this week's coming Ramble Radios and catching up on some of Cody's podcasts. I decided that any sitcom that ran in the 80s would work, regardless whether it started in the 70s or in the 80s. A couple honorable mentions, Married to Children. Didn't make my list because it was someone else's song. Fuck, everybody did theme songs. That's okay, though. Dukes of Hazzard gets dishonorable mention for me, mainly because it was all the nerfed racism.
As much as I want to say fuck the Ramblers, I'm not going to say that.
See? All right. I can't abide a car, no matter how cool. Named after a traitor Confederate general, the Confederate flag on the roof. But the song was cool, but it's kind of been tainted for me. And finally, Good Times. I was really hoping they made it in the 80s, but sadly, they only made it to 79. If they'd made it to the 80s, it probably would have been my number one. 227, Night Court, Cheers, Laverne and Shirley, WKRP in Cincinnati, Too Close for Comfort, Three's Company, BJ and the Bear, The Greatest American Hero, and
BJ and the
one,
Bear, forgot about that.
The Jeffersons. Stay safe and funny, everyone. Life after death, the late, great Rambler, Golden Rambler, Brian Withers. All right. Patrick Carruthers. It's Gary Shandling Show, Mr. Belvedere, The Love Boat, Newhart, The Fall Guy, Golden Girls, Laverne and Shirley, The Jeffersons, Cheers, and Night Court. Thanks for all the funny and everything. Thanks for all the funny as everything goes to shit. Ramble Radio 100 was amazing. Thank you, Pat PC Carruthers. Thank you, PC. I think we'll go Colin Maggs. Here we go. I'm British, so most of my choices come from here. So that's what I watch in most American shows. bar the likes of Cheers. Also, only pick shows that started in the 80s. Bread, a classic British comedy drama that's more bittersweet than Roll Around Laughing. It's about a group of working-class chancers in Liverpool and their family dynamic. Number 9, Family Ties. Number 8, The Young Ones. Oh, The Young Ones is fucking great. Revolutionary sitcom first that I know of that was aimed at the youth of the time, hence your parents hated it. Rick Mayall and A.D. Edmondson in the roles that really put them on the map, just not aged well. The New Statesman, Mayall, again, in the satirical stab at the upper-class elements in UK politics at the time and still today. Wonderfully smarmy, truly detestable character, and how they got away with the name Alan B. Starred in the age of censorship. Number 6, Seinfeld. I know, but I never saw it in its original run. It wasn't for me at the time. I appreciate it now, but I have fonder memories of other shows on the list. Number 5, Roseanne. Again, great show, working-class family, played perfectly with some great characters and writing. Number 4, Cheers, for me, the gold standard of American sitcoms. No matter the era, I still watch it now. Works great, characters, writing, actors never age. Red Dwarf, a truly unique and endlessly funny sci-fi comedy. If you've never seen it, please do yourself a solid and check it out. In fact, it has a resurgence with the original cast making more episodes, and it's still great. Not traditional sci-fi. It's more the people who built the Death Star than those who run it. It's the last human plus of handful companions on a mining ship floating around lost in space. Number 2, Only Fools and Horses. One of the best written, acted, and loved sitcoms. Full stop. Two brothers hustling, traders trying to make a living. Traders to make a living. Shame that their abilities don't match their ambition. From glow in the dark paint to blow up dolls that explode, and the greatest Batman scene ever put on screen. I implore you to find it and watch it. Number 1, Blackadder. Simply the funniest thing to come from the 80s, especially from Series 2 onwards. Each series is set at different era, from medieval, Elizabethan, Georgian, and World War I. With an amazing cast that includes Hugh Laurie, Rowan Atkinson, and Stephen Fry, amongst others. Please, please, please do yourself a favor. Check it out. There's some on Netflix. You won't be sorry. Sorry for rambling on some of my choices, but I thought I'd give the best background I could. Feel free to edit. No way. From the man who dares eat at Dex's Diner. Take care all. Colin Maggs, P.F.'s grapes. So much better than orange, but pineapples are the best. Sent from there you go. Thank you, Colin. We appreciate it, buddy. That was a good one. And let's see. Gary Priest, The New Statesman. Brilliant political satire with much missed Rick Mayall as most devious and scheming. Just Good Friends, back in the days of 3 channels, this sitcom drew huge audiences. A gentle will they, won't they romance, which is probably unwatchable now. Agony, an agony aunt who can't deal with her own chaotic personal life. Whoops Apocalypse, a comedy about nuclear Armageddon, what's not to love. Red Dwarf, sci-fi hijinks with holograms. Cat Humans and sarcastic Scouser. A Fine Romance, before she was M, Judi Dench starred in this with her then husband. Awkward Singletons, and a constant sitcom misunderstandings create a somewhat predictable yet heartwarming comedy. Only Fools and Horses, great comedy drama, probably the quintessential British sitcom. Hugely popular and still funny as hell. Also introduced the insult plonker into the mainstream use. The Young Ones, anarchic comedy that brought alternative comedy, as we called it back then, into the mainstream. Weird, gross, satirical, violent, and funny as fuck. Yes, Minister, imagine House of Cards with more jokes. And number 1, Blackadder. 4 series set from the 15th century to World War I. A brilliant anti-hero performance from Rowan Atkinson, surrounded by pretty much every 80s UK comic actor. Clever scripts, pitch perfect, utter performances, utter genius. Stay well and safe, you magnificent bastards. Gary Priest. Thank you, Gary. Man, fucking great lists, everybody. I got to watch all these British sitcoms, dude. Yeah. I got to start watching these, man. Like, what have I missed out on? You know?
So much.
Ray Tolius. He took some liberties picking. Oh, he's also been reading Immortal Hulk. It's the only ongoing comic I keep up with, mostly, and so worth the read. Top 10 80s sitcoms. I took some liberties picking ones that may have started at the tail end of the 80s. Taxi, WKRP in Cincinnati, Perfect Strangers, Roseanne, Golden Girls, Married with Children, It's Gary Shanley Show, The Simpsons, Cheers, and number 1, Seinfeld.
Nice.
Not a bad list, man. Let's see. Dustin Jacobs. Webster would watch this in syndication on a daily basis. Love the show. Mr. Papadopoulos, what a name. Who's the Boss? Tony Danza was a shit once. This show gave us Alyssa Milano before she grew into a Hollywood sex symbol and activist right out of the Jane Fonda playbook. Not to mention she would co-star in arguably the worst Arnold film of the 80s. Nope. Commando's not the worst Arnold film of the 80s. Growing Pains. What's more of a monster? Kirk Cameron or Bill Cosby? Who's more of a monster? This show gave us Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio were both on the show, so it's fine. Night Court. I don't remember a whole lot about this show, but it made my dad laugh laugh his ass off. I can remember how the characters looked. I also remember a freaky monkey ad that made me run and hide. It's primetime TV, and you're posting creepy ass shit like this. Harry the Hat becomes a judge for zany night court. I'd buy that for $1. Family Matters. Love this show. Urkel was the best. You know the feeling you got when you saw Heath Ledger show up in Dark Knight? Yeah. Same thing applies here. He's an agent of chaos. It's a John McClane away from number 1. Number 5, Cheers. Probably the sitcom of the 80s. Also incredibly erratic. Turns into an exercise in depression. A couple years ago, I binged on all 11 seasons. Once Diane left after season 5, it became a 3-ring gag reel. It lost its purpose, but everyone adored it and couldn't stop watching. Number 4, The Cosby Show. The idea of black exceptionalism is full on display in the show. America's Dad turned out to be America's Monster. What is it about black celebrities from the 80s? O.J., Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby. You really shouldn't put stock in any celebrity. Still, this show was something the whole family could enjoy at the time. I mean, is that really? I mean, there's probably a lot of fucked up celebrities from the 80s that were of all colors, you know? I don't think it was. That was an odd statement, Justin. That was an odd statement there, Justin. The Golden Girls. I mean, come on. I got friends that watch this show after their football team loses because it cheers them up. There's a reason why everyone freaks out when Betty White is trending, and it's not because she loves animals. This show is fucking hysterical. It's about older women. Pull that shit off today. Can't be done. J-Lo's too fucking hot. All right? The Simpsons. Longest
because
running
J-Lo's
TV
like the same age as some of the Golden Girls were, so they look different.
Yeah, all right. You know. The Simpsons, longest running TV show of all time. I still can remember watching the first episodes that aired for the first time. It was Christmas in 1989. I spilled milk on my you think? On my sister's boyfriend. Sounds like a sex act, but it was Dex would be pleased. My sister's boyfriend was pissed. Seinfeld. I like the list. Like half the list is here on a technicality, but it's the greatest sitcom of all time. 89 was the best year in the 80s for many reasons, and Seinfeld definitely one of them. There we go. Dustin Jacobs. All right. Thank you all. Did anyone get your trifecta?
No.
Cody? You didn't participate in this one, did you, Cody?
Yeah, I don't have a list.
Jesus, Cody.
Well, hey, it's all right. My number 10, Silver Spoons.
That's a great one. My number 10, Give Me a Break.
Predator. My number 9, Who's the Boss?
My number 9 is Growing Pains.
My number 8, Mr. Belvedere. I had a thing.
My number 8 is Mr. Belvedere.
There it is!
There it is.
I
love Mr. Belvedere.
My number
Bob Uecker, man.
Oh, the Uke. My number 7, It's a Living.
Okay.
Remember that one about the all right.
My number 7, Head of the Class.
Oh, great one. My number 6, Family Ties.
Okay. This one's a little weird. This one's, were we 6 right now?
Yep.
The Hogan Family.
That was some good shit.
Well, originally it was Valerie.
Yes.
And then she wanted more money.
Right.
They booted her out.
Hogan Family.
And then they said she died.
Yes.
They killed her. They killed her off in the sitcom. And then Sandy Duncan came in to play the
and carried it. Not bad.
And it became the Hogan Family.
It was good. Oh man, my number 5, Night Court.
My number 5 is Night Court.
Oh shit. My number 4, Newhart.
My number 4 is Golden Girls.
Ooh. My number 3, Different Strokes.
My number 3 is Family Ties.
My number 2, Golden Girls.
My number 2 is Greatest American Hero.
And my number 1, what else could it be? I had to go Cheers.
Me too. Cheers.
Cheers. There it is. Man. Thank you all for tuning. There's another Ramble. We did it.
Did it, guys.
237 top 10 game shows, TV game shows, of course. Yeah. What would Bob Dylan go into the Hall of Fame hat for the song that he wrote?
Right.
And what would the Birds open, close, and encore with? Email us, ramble@theramblepod.com. Thank you all so much. We love you guys. Be safe. Remember, when you hear the last beep, that means it's goodbye.
We're done.
All right.
We're done,
be safe out there, everyone. Take care.
Please.
Bye-bye. There we go. And let's get this thing rolling. As the song, there we go. I think we lost Cody with the Dana Plato one.
Yeah, he seems like he's really been down since.
Yeah.
Like we started the show off with the Keytar talk, and he was all in on that.
He was all in on the Keytar.
And then we somehow found our way into that dark Winnebago. we lost Cody when we stepped up in that Winnebago.
That was rough, huh?
That was just.
Man. It's all fun and games until that point.
It really was.
And then life just got too hard. No one can blame you, Cody, for sitting this one out.
Cody, no one can blame you.
I wanted to sit it out.
I did too.
But you couldn't.
We couldn't.
We could not.
We should have.